Okay, so good to be here with you all. Arnon in the house for another Wednesday Words of Wisdom. So, as some of you know, I just got back from another one of my safari leadership experiences. So, I've been in the bush for about 10 days, and it's been an incredible experience. So, let's give everyone a moment to join before I share with you guys some very cool lessons, business and life lessons from my last safari leadership experience, my last SLE event that I recently did in South Africa. So we've got Instagram in the house, we've got Facebook in the house, and let's just give people a moment to join. So yes, very excited to be here. And looking forward to sharing with all of you some words of wisdom. Yes, good to see you. Okay, great. Let's say hello to a few people. Great. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Great. So, guys, very excited to be here. Obviously, the last week or two, I have been unavailable to do these lives. As you guys know, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. European time, 11 a.m. UK time, I bring you some words of wisdom. And like I said a little bit earlier, I want to share with you some of my top lessons that I have taken out of the bush and out of my experience of being in nature, disconnected from everything, but actually reconnecting to the most important thing, which was myself. So let's dive right in. So guys, 3 great lessons that I took from the bush that I would highly recommend you think about in your business and in life. So the first lesson I want to share with you guys is, like I said, I was in the heart of nature, in a very special space, pretty much untouched by commercial business activities, and I had a lot of powerful experiences there. Obviously, we slept in what I call a pure environment, but there were a few incidents and experiences that I had that actually gave me a few aha moments or insights, right? And I want to share a few with you guys. So one of the experiences that I had while I was in South Africa in the bush is there was one day that we were driving in the evening, and we found a kill. We found lions eating an animal, right? So I know it sounds gross, but just bear with me. Don't forget, this is the circle of life. That's what lions do. They eat other animals, okay? So calm down. And there was this pride of lions. There must have been about 8-9 lions that were just eating this wildebeest, this buck, this deer, right? This antelope, if you will. And they were all eating, and obviously this animal was dead. And what had happened was, while these lions were eating this animal and feeding off this animal, above us there were vultures circling. And within a few short moments, those vultures stopped circling, and they came down and they landed on nearby trees around the kill, right? And we sat in the Jeep. We were fascinated. We were looking at this kill. We were looking at these lions, how they were eating, how they were growling, how they were fighting with each other to get their meat, right? To get their food. And we could observe from a very short distance away from the kill, these vultures sitting in the trees, just waiting and watching and looking at this kill that obviously the lions had brought down. And we must have sat there for about an hour and a half, just enjoying this experience of pure nature, right? Nature was taking its course, the lions eating the wildebeest, this antelope. And we were just sitting there, and we were watching, and these vultures that were sitting on the trees did exactly the same. Now, we all know vultures, from the stories. Basically, they are scavengers. And when animals kill another animal, these vultures will fly down, hang around, sit around, and once the animals are done and they leave, the vultures swoop in and then they start eating the leftovers, right? Now, we were there for about an hour and a half, and these vultures were just sitting in the trees, just looking around, being patient, being calm. And one of the lessons that I took out of this, by seeing those vultures just sitting there and waiting, was the concept of being patient. Being patient. Because I bet those vultures probably sat there for 8, 10, 12, maybe even 14 hours before the lions left, and then they swooped down to finish what was left of that wildebeest, of that antelope. And it reminded me the power of being patient. Being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, being a business leader, I tend to want things done yesterday, right? I want things done quickly, right? I want things done really fast. However, in real life, in the real world, success doesn't happen quickly. It happens over time. And I guess the lesson I learned from watching these vultures was it reminded me to be patient. And when you're consistent and you're patient, the rewards will show up. The rewards will be there. And so that was the first lesson I took from the bush. Be like a vulture. Be patient. So that's the first lesson. The second lesson that I'd like to share with all of you is something that we tend to forget to do. I always say when I'm teaching, when I'm training, when I'm standing on a stage, whether there's 5 people, 500 people, or 5,000 people, I always say to people that you got to remember the 3 most difficult things for a human being to say, to ask, are the following. Number 1, I am sorry. Number 2, I love you. And number three, I need help. I need help. And we had a situation in the bush, in nature, where there were obviously a group of people, amazing students, people that had trusted me and came with me to Africa to learn from the greatest classroom in the world, nature, right? But there were moments in a certain experience that asking for help would have solved a lot of challenges. Asking for help would have gotten them from point A to point B a lot faster. And the lesson that I took out of this is that no matter where you're at in life, how successful you are, or how much of a beginner you're at, ask for help, and ask for help as much as possible. We are conditioned by school not to ask for help. Don't ask for help. Do it on your own. If you ask for help, it's considered cheating. No. The secret to life success and to business success is to ask for help. So that was the second lesson that I took again from the bush, and I just want to extend that to all of you. Ask for help, guys. There are tremendous angels and people out there that want to help you achieve your dreams, your goals, and help you achieve your financial freedom as well. So ask for help. And the third lesson I'd like to share with you guys that I took from being in the bush. So obviously I was in South Africa. I got back a couple of days ago, and this new variant of COVID came out. And I got so many messages from Europe. Oh, be safe, be cautious, be careful. Oh, and people thought that everyone in Africa was dying. And I was really shocked at how the media and how easy it is to influence people. I was in South Africa while this whole new variant, schmariant was coming out. Guys, everyone in Africa was walking around. The shopping centers were open. The restaurants were open. The bars were open. Everything was open. There were no curfews. There was no restrictions. There was none of that bullshit. Except for one thing. Wherever you walked in a public setting, they did ask people to wear a mask. But that's it. People were asked to wear a mask. Now, the reason I share this with you guys, and it was an insight for me, because obviously I live in Europe, right? I'm based in the Netherlands. I'm based in the UK. I travel in between countries. But I was in South Africa and I could feel and sense the exaggeration of Africa is burning and everybody's dying and it's the end of the world. And I was like, calm down. Calm the fuck down. Everything's okay. Everything's going well. People are living their lives, doing their own things. Just chill. And it reminded me how easy people are influenced. So the lesson that I want you guys to take out of this is be very cautious about who you let into your mind. Be very cautious about who you allow to influence you. Okay? Surround yourself with champions. Switch off the news. Disconnect from the media. They're there to sell fear. And I saw it firsthand. I was in South Africa, like I said, a couple of days ago. And okay, there's COVID, there's a variant, there's a story going on. But people were living their lives. There was no lockdowns. There was no shutdowns. Like I said, restaurants were working. Life was happening. But people in Europe were losing their mind. Oh my goodness. Are you safe? Are you okay? I was like, I actually felt safer in South Africa than I felt coming back here. That's a different story. So 3 lessons to sum up this session. Number 1, be patient like a vulture. If you want to achieve success in life, if you want to achieve success in your business, be like a vulture. Be patient. If you're patient, the rewards will follow, right? That's one of my lessons from being in the bush, being in nature. Second lesson I want to share with you guys is ask for help. Ask for help. There are angels around you. There are people around you who want to help you, want to support you. And remember, the 3 hardest things for anybody to say, the 3 hardest things for people to say, right? Number 1, I am sorry. Number 2, I love you. And number 3, I need help. Okay? So ask for help, guys. People want to help you. People want to see you succeed. People want to see you flourish and grow and achieve your financial freedom, your success in life and in business. And the third lesson is, don't allow the media and people that are panicking to influence you. Learn to stand in your power and evaluate situations based on what you really see and what you hear in real time. Like I said, I was in South Africa, in the bush, in Johannesburg, when this new variant came out. And while Europe was panicking, nothing was happening in South Africa. Everyone was calm, everyone was relaxed, everyone was centered, and everyone was living their life. So don't be too easily influenced, especially by our governments, especially by our politicians, especially by our banks, and especially by our pharmaceuticals, because they have an interest here, right? Anyway, guys, just a few lessons from my trip to Africa. I hope you guys are doing super well. I hope you're feeling strong. I hope you're feeling powerful. This is a first live. Like I said, I haven't been with you guys for a few weeks, but good to be back. Good to be back in my path. And next week, same time, same place, for another Words of Wisdom with Arnon. Till then, stay strong and live with passion. Ciao.